let's get straight to business. Here shooting Nikki. This video is about 3 different photo shoots I did on 3 different days in 3 separate locations. With this look in particular, I'm using my Nikon Z6 II and also my AD400 Pro. Now, the goal of this shoot was to make sure that the pants and the outfits don't get overexposed, because I'm not using a modifier on this thing at all, right? And you know, working with influencers, they like brightness, but in order to get that brightness and also not get the pants overexposed or the next outfit, which is a white outfit, overexposed, you gotta make sure you balance that out in your settings. I didn't have any examples to show here, like what my feed is looking like in my camera, but you'll see the final images at the end of this video. So yeah, make sure to stay and see those. We shooting at a hotel room. It was nighttime, so I'm trying to make sure to balance out so things are not blown out and things are not too dark, and also because of the reflective surfaces all around, I'm trying to also not catch the flash in the reflective surfaces. Like you can see the glass here, the glass windows. Yeah, so that was the point of this shoot, like the detailing of what I had to go through mentally to make sure these shots look nice. Because if your pictures don't look good, the clients will complain and you will be in trouble and stressed out because you didn't do well. There is another outfit that we did do. It's a brown dress. It's very short clip, but I tried to get as much as I could because my camera died before I could finish, and this was the brown outfit. Same thing. Now in this clip here, I'm shooting at my home studio, so I have way more control of light using a big octagon softbox. You know, I'm making sure that I'm shooting at f5 because I want everything to be in focus. 1/200, as you can see on the side here, and iOS 100, okay, because I don't want no grain. But yeah, this reason why I don't want to shoot wide open like I normally do in this shot, I want everything to be really sharp and in focus. The lashes, the eyes, the nose, the lips, the hair, I wanted those to be super in focus so that way I'm not running into any problems. Yeah, I'm using 2 light setup here, you know, one in the front and one highlighting from the back. It's an attachment light that I put up in the ceiling. I think it's a Pulsey Buff light. I'm not too sure which one it is. It's the Alien Bees one. I think the 300 or something, like 200. I'm not too sure. But I'm still also using my strobe here, which is the FV150. Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to look back to actually see it. I don't do scripted content, you know. I talk from my ass, you know, like a real person. I don't want things to be so robotic when I'm talking, and I'm okay with mistakes. Like this is who I am. I'm also showing here the examples of what we did, so you can see how the pictures are turning out at the same time that I'm shooting. Me and this model got connected from Threads. If you're like, I feel like Threads is a good place. If you put a casting call out there, you're gonna catch a couple of hooks. Not all of them are gonna stick, you know. Not everything's gonna stick, but you know, you get a couple. You get a couple, and you hope for the best. Because waiting for Muse to find you takes a lot of time. It's a lot of work. So basically what I do is I put a casting call to find some people that I can work with, you know, so I can get creative again, you know. And the problem a lot of times is if you're just doing client work, you're not actually doing anything for your portfolio. You should be working towards your portfolio. You should be doing things towards your portfolio, you know, because that's what the clients are going to be booking you for. Not you can use some of the client work that you've done in your portfolio if it's fire, but you should be trying to do more creative stuff that that goes to your portfolio. The previous shoot that I did at the hotel was a client. This one is a muse. I get to do more things. I have more things planned out to my liking. Lighting is to my liking. Editing is to my liking. Showing my style, what I like to do. So I put a casting call out there on Threads. Threads is a good place. It has a pretty good algorithm. You get pretty good engagement from everybody. So, I mean, if you're a photographer, you should probably hop on there. There's tons of photographers I see. Sort of creating a small community on there, and we're all working together to, sharing ideas, opinions. Some of them are very unwarranted. No one really cares about certain opinions. But, that's why you engage with what works for you. You don't engage with things you don't like. If you don't like it, you probably should just scroll past it a lot of times. Unless you're trying to be a troll, and then go ahead, have fun. I don't care. But in this shoot, I have a flower wall in my home studio. So I use it a lot to take pictures. She mentioned it to me, and I was like, maybe we could do that. I do it a couple of times. Haven't done it in a while, but I was like, yeah, for sure. I love using a beauty shot to do that. I have her directly at the back of the light of the backdrop, and I'm using the same strobe as I was using before. But I do have a light on her right hand side that's giving the hair some highlight, because I'm not using the alien bees that's on the opposite side of the room. This is on the direct side. I can move this one around. This was also a Godox light, so yeah, most of my system is Godox. I used to be a policy buff guy, but I've only been using Godox for quite some time now, actually. Reason why I chose this model: great facial features, love the tattoos, and she kind of seemed like she knew what she was doing. I love her looks that she had on her page. Definitely gonna see her again sometime, for sure. Sometime maybe in the new year. But yeah, these shots were perfect. Like, love it. The makeup, I wanted it to be very casual. I didn't want it to go overboard, so I made sure to tell her that. So very neutral earth tones. When you're creating shoots like this, it's good to give them some ideas on what you want the makeup to be. So I gave her some example images. I have a ton of example images. It's great to have those to show to your muse, so they know exactly what they're getting into before they even get here. You know what I'm saying? Next, I'm here shooting with Crystal. You've probably seen her in my couple of videos. Crystal is, an influencer, just like Nikki in the previous clip. So client, muse. This one is a bit of both sometimes, just like Nikki, a bit of both. But 9 times out of 10, both of them are clients. We're shooting at a condo in their, I guess you can call this like the party room or whatever it is. I've shot there before with Nikki and others. They've redecorated with this golden brown wall thing, and I think it worked well with the red dress. So I was like, yeah, let's do it against that. I think I love the setup. I like what I'm using. I'm also, like I said, I'm using the same things. My strobe, which is the 8400 Pro, and Nikon Z6 II. Do I plan to upgrade? Yeah, for sure. But now we're coming at the end of the year. Next year they're talking about rumors about the Z9 II and the Z7 III, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to stack my bread so I can get those cameras. Man, everything's so expensive right now. Life in general is expensive. I think all across the world people are feeling it, and it definitely affects my getting of gear. I don't like to gear chase too much, but yeah. So with this look, we switched up and I put her on this like tabletop like round tabletop situation. So that way we can get some shots like these. Like, these are really cute. Like, I really like them. Like you see here with the picture. Yeah, I feel like the bottom of the tabletop is kind of dry, but the top is kind of wet, and that's not due to like her and her oil. That's just how the tabletop kind of was. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's designed that way. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's cool. The everything being brown and gold, and then them having like these blue couches. Very interesting choice. Very interesting choice. But it somehow works in the photos. You know, you gotta make it work. And adaptability is important. I've said that in a previous video and other videos, but adaptability is important. You know, this one I don't have no other light besides the window, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm using the window as kind of like a corner light, and then this one, my main strobe as the, you know, as the fill. In these shots, I'm actually using a modifier for this. Yeah, I am using a modifier, a Godox modifier. It's very tiny. It's also octagon as well. So, you know, we shot again at the same spot because she wanted a couple more shots there. But this time more against the doors than straight down the middle where the display and the door is. Still worked out. Still beautiful shots, you know. I'm just trying to let you know that, like, you have to be ready with different scenarios because lighting is never the same. I said this in a previous video that I did, but this is just to emphasize more on that aspect, right? Different lights, different setup, which is important. And I'm just showing you how I got these pictures in particular. I set her beside the plants because I feel like the green, the red works out amazingly. And then we have this like fluorescent light going on. I like it. It's really nice. That orange tint of the light. Yeah, great to have. Always, I like to show them. I know. I forgot there was a term for this when you shoot and always look at your camera. Is it like monkey something? I don't know. I'm not a very technical guy, but I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I know what I'm trying to get in pictures mentally. All the information is in the head. All the information is in the head, but I could definitely articulate some of the things that I do to get the shot the way they are shot, so that way, you know, it's easier for me to help people in that circumstance. As you can see, shooting at f1.8. I shoot wide open for most of my work, especially when I'm outdoors. I like to blur out the fucking background, bro. That's me, you know, that nice bokeh. Okay, I like to do that. That's the kind of things I like to do when it comes to my pictures. Yeah, I also switch back and forth from FX to DX to get closer because I am using a prime lens. So when I'm doing stuff like this or any of my shoots lately, I have been doing that back and forth. I never used to do that, but it really does come in handy when you're not using like a telephoto lens, you know, those kind of lenses, you know, a zoom lens. But yeah, I'm not a big guy on zoom. I like my telephoto lens. I like my telephoto lenses and some prime lenses, you know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you freaking enjoyed it. And I will definitely see you guys in the next one.